In this video, I'm going to share with you the best online fitness coaching business model that is actually easy to scale. So 50% of online fitness coaches are undercharging and overworking themselves for a business that is going to fail without the advice I'm going to give you in this video. If you stay until the end, you'll learn an exact process to raise your prices, work with clients you love, develop a marketing system you believe in, and actually enjoy your business. This is for nutrition coaches, health coaches, and personal trainers who are tired of the way they've been doing things and they feel like it's not working. So if that's you, listen up. So let's go into the problem. Most online business models create a lot of complexity. If you're a personal trainer, nutrition coach, or health coach, you've probably been told to run 14-day challenges, post in Facebook groups, post content twice per day, do daily Facebook lives, do daily Instagram lives, Zoom workouts, charge $100 to $400 per month, having multiple offers, group coaching programs without one-on-one coaching to save yourself time, or even your own app with custom videos by you. This is all great, and there's a time and place for some of these, but here's the truth. It's extremely complex to do all of these while undercharging and hope that you get ideal clients. And so at the end of the day, what I believe and what I've seen works really, really well is you want a business with high profit margins and low complexity. That means when you get paid enough to pay your bills and more, like several $1,000s more, and it's easy for you to implement the right content, the right offer, the right sales process, and attract the right customer. That's all that matters in business. And if anybody's telling you otherwise, they probably are not really running a business, because business is already hard enough, marketing is already hard enough, sales is already hard enough. You don't need to make it harder by doing things that don't actually work. So why are these strategies not ideal? Let's kind of break them down. Challenges. When you run 14-day challenges, a lot of people might show up, but the truth is all they want is free stuff. So it's a lot of work with very little return. And I get it. You might feel really good giving value, but let me ask you, for the 20th time, when you've given all this value and no one buys your stuff and you feel hopeless, are you really enjoying giving value, or are you getting pretty frustrated at this point? Because I don't know about you, when our clients come to us and they've been frustrated and they've tried other things and they sign up for our program and they make a $15,000 paid in full deal in 90 days, they're pretty happy that they didn't have to do that again. And so all I'm going to say is this: when you are doing a lot of marketing that is giving away free stuff without it being structured properly, you're going to spend a lot of time frustrated. So that's my thought on that. Second, let's go into Facebook groups. This can be okay, but without the marketing or offer or assets on your profile that make you actually look like an authority with a clear message, with enough value to show people you know what you're talking about, you're gonna look spammy. And then when you're in a Facebook group trying to get clients, this is gonna end up getting you kicked out because the admins know what you're doing, and everybody does this who doesn't have clients, and it's not very high value. There's not a single leader that I know in the online space who's spamming Facebook groups for clients. Not one. They are following another strategy altogether. They're running paid ads. They're on the right platform. They have a process to communicate their value through something I call the 5 stages of market awareness. We'll get into that later, but I'm just letting you know right now, if you're running Facebook groups and you're spamming people's Facebook groups, you're essentially trying to grab other people's clients and not even doing your own marketing. So I would avoid that. It's not making you look good. Let's talk about content multiple times a day. So this comes at a cost, because if you're doing content multiple times a day, you think that the more you show up, the more people buy from you. And the truth is, without a strategy, that's just annoying, right? Nobody wants to see the same thing over and over again when there's no value. And if people aren't responding to your stuff, do you think more of what they're already not responding to is gonna make them like you more? Probably not. That means that at the end of the day, human nature comes down to one thing: value. And if you don't have a clear offer, and every day you're going live talking about like the water you're drinking, that is not value for someone who has a specific problem. It is just generic online fitness information. And so I'm not saying you will not add value talking about water ever, but you need to have a content strategy that speaks to the 5 stages of market awareness for one client with one problem who is seeking one outcome. And you have to have a unique and differentiated way you do it that's actually marketable, not just based on how you want to feel about yourself. Because at the end of the day, you can do it over and over again, but if every day you go live and you talk about random like bar you're eating, it's not gonna get somebody who's looking for a high value coaching solution that is dealing with a problem they've dealt with for years. It's gonna give them maybe a piece of value that's irrelevant to what they really need. And so obviously context matters, but be careful to just post endlessly and think that showing up is the solution, because once again, it's gonna lead you to burnout without the right strategy. Let's go into deals and discounts. Not even a week ago, I saw an online fitness coach bribing people to sign up by offering a 5-star dinner for 2 if they signed up within that day. You know who that attracts? Somebody who doesn't have the money to eat at a 5-star restaurant. Probably not somebody who's willing to invest thousands in their actual health and fitness, right? So once again, you don't need to do deals and discounts or bribe people to sign up with you. If you're doing that, that means your marketing and your messaging is not actually appealing to people, or they wouldn't need to be bribed to buy from you. Does that make sense? So do not do this. Let's talk about lives now. Without a unique offer, this comes across as motivational content with very little substance. So like I said above, tips and tricks alone rarely build enough value towards someone paying upwards of $1,600 a month for coaching. It's gonna have to be more specific and clear than that. Now let's go to Zoom workouts. Coaching clients live on Zoom creates the same time trap as in-person training. Scaling this kind of offer creates problems because you'll run out of hours before you're actually gonna hit your financial goals, and you're gonna be more stressed. You have to do 8 hours a day of Zoom calls. How are you gonna take sales calls? How are you gonna get clients if you're doing 8 hours a day of Zoom calls? So you have to ask yourself the question, just because it's what you know does not mean it's what's good for you. And that's why we teach this business model and a new way of doing it, because once again, my job here is to make your life better, easier, and more predictable around getting clients, enjoying your business, and actually doing a good job of what you do without hating your life. Fair? Next part, charging $100 to $400 a month, having multiple offers. Let's kind of dive into it. So a few problems with this type of offer. First, clients who are only willing to spend a few $100s a month for coaching are unlikely to be self-motivated clients. They'll most likely want more of your time and attention just to stay committed. With this low of investment, drop-off rates of clients will be high, and month-to-month coaching makes it easy for new clients to quit after a month. Scaling successfully means hitting burnout before you even hit your first $15,000 a month. You don't want that. If every single month you're doing month-to-month clients, and you're also trying to coach them through their problems, human nature is gonna fight you, because when people are struggling or they're having a down moment, you don't want them to cancel on you because they're just having a bad mood. And this is what happens when you're charging $100 to $400 a month, because you're not attracting people who are really committed to the outcome and also are really clear in the process. And so typically this creates a lot of clients you don't actually want long-term. Now, is this always true? No, but for the majority of people it is. So next, let's talk about group coaching programs without one-on-one coaching. With group coaching, it's difficult to charge high ticket because there's little customization or one-on-one attention. You can't really justify premium prices. Or if you are doing that, you're not really helping people and you're upsetting people. So you don't really want that either, right? So when you have poor client results and your referrals are low, what kind of business are you trying to run? This is not gonna actually help you grow. This is the lazy person's way of getting out of helping people, right? The only time you can scale a group coaching program is when you have one-on-one clients that have done extremely well and you have a system and a process around solving one problem for one person with one key outcome. Then you're not scaling junk. You're scaling something that you know has worked with your one-on-one clients, and then you can shift to group. So let's go into developing your own custom app with personalized videos. This is a high upfront investment, typically $100,000 to develop an app. Next, you can only sell typically low monthly memberships. And why would you do that when you have apps like Trainerize? I understand wanting to be like this custom branded coach, but the truth is when you're starting out, or even if you've been around for a while, if you want to develop a smart business model, you want to be able to bring on clients and serve them. And if your service is good, you don't have to have your own custom app. You can white label stuff like Trainerize and PD Distinction very easily and still do a great job. So once again, when you're going this route, clients are going to often cancel if you're doing low monthly payments. So $29 a month through coaching, or even $100 a month. And often if someone's going to scale this model with a very hands-off approach, it's going to require paid advertising, and you're going to spend a lot on paid ads to sell a subscription service that is probably not going to go very well. You have to have a massive audience for this typically. I've not seen any coach scale this appropriately unless they are a massive authority, and this is the last thing they're doing. So after I went through all of that, so what should you do in this day and age of marketing if you want premium clients who respect you and pay attention to what you have to say? Let's talk about it. So this is what I consider the roadmap to success, and this is what I've helped hundreds of clients do. So you want to pick one platform to market on that has the potential for clients who are actually the most qualified. So right now, that's gonna be LinkedIn and probably YouTube. On LinkedIn specifically, 44% of LinkedIn users make upward of $77,000 a year. 1 or 2 referrals on LinkedIn is actually worth much more than 1 or 2 referrals on Instagram or Facebook. So what this allows you to do is every client you get on LinkedIn is actually able to pay you what you're worth. So you need less leads to achieve the same result as you would have on Facebook and Instagram, where you're dealing with a lot of friends and family. That's the first step. Second step is build one high ticket offer valued at $1,600 to $2,000 a month. If you can get just 50 clients paying $1,666 per month, that's $83,000 a month. At 50 clients a month, you have 1 chicken call per week for 30 minutes for consulting and reviewing the plan you build that ends up at 25 hours a week. This is the right way to do it. This is how I really believe you're actually gonna have freedom and enjoy your business. Next, you wanna build that one offer around one person with one problem that you can get one specific outcome. This way you can build a course that solves about 80% of their problems with the information, and 20% remaining is custom, and you can solve it on your one-on-one 30-minute check-in calls. But here's the key. It has to be a system built around one person with one problem, so you can actually systemize your offer. Otherwise, when you're helping a bunch of random people, you can't help all these people the same way, which is why you have to pick a market and go deep on one problem you solve. Next, You want to create cheat sheets for specific problems your clients face and documents for each new client, so that over time you have plenty of resources based on the same problems. This is how, instead of building a course ahead of time, each new client creates documents for the next client that's based on the actual problems they're dealing with. Over time, you have a full roadmap based on 5 or 10 of your ideal clients, so it's easy to build a system for coaching. Next, you're gonna build one 40 to 60 minute in-depth video training explaining your process, why your premium offer is different from what they've tried in the past, why they did not work for them. This qualifies people based on time investment, so if someone's willing to consume longer content, they're more likely to be a buyer. Give them real value so they can see why you're an expert among a sea of people pretending to offer the same thing. And then the last step here would be paid traffic. Once you've earned at least 5 to 10 of your ideal client that has paid you $1,600 a month, and you have some results, learn paid traffic and reinvest a small amount to create a predictable revenue for yourself. Paid traffic only works when you have done the above steps and validated your offer and it's specific and unique to the market. Obviously, this is a process, but with the right mentorship, it's way faster than trying to figure it out on your own. So if you like this video, if this was helpful, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.